Did you know that the Beatles had a drummer for 13 days? His name is Jimmie Nicol, and that experience ruined his life. In 1964, the Beatles were set to do their first world tour. The night before they were set to go out, Ringo's Starr collapsed. He was hospitalized with a severe case of tonsillitis, and all the shows were booked, the tours were ready to go, and the Beatles needed to figure something out. The band's manager Brian Epstein went to work and hired the 24-year-old Jimmie Nicol after some convincing to the band, and George Harrison did threaten to quit if Ringo wasn't there. Jimmie was given a bunch of Ringo suits and even got the signature Beatles haircut, and they flew out to Denmark to play their first show. He performed 8 times, went to every press conference, took pictures. He officially was a rock star Beatle. Just 2 weeks later, and it was all over, he found himself with a thank you wristwatch and 22,500 pounds, which was a lot for back then. Every band and musical endeavor that he did back then was a failure, and he found himself divorced and bankrupt. He's quoted as saying, "Standing in for Ringo is the worst thing that ever happened to me." He was happy earning his 30 to 40 pounds a week just to play drums. After the headlines died, I began dying too, is what he said. They described Jimmie as having touched the sun and then falling back down to earth almost immediately, and never feeling that sensation again. So now you know the answer when someone asks,